Goeiedag en hartlik welkom by die 98ste episode van Agri Monitor. Vandag is 29 November, ek is Elwie Rating en ek kuier dan nou saam met julle in vandag se episode. Nou wat maak van iemand 'n goeie boer? Die landboukundige van Inteligro, Gerrie Ludick het dan nou tydens die afgelope Namibiese Akkerbou en Tuinbou-toekenningsdag meer inligting hieroor gegee en wat hy beskou as 'n goeie boer. Dan nou in vandag se Plaas Toe-segment kyk ons na 'n video deur die Namibiese Biomass Industry Group, beter bekend as NBIG, oor Sakeus Kafula. Nou, Sakeus is 'n biochar-produsent wat reeds in 2017 sy eie besigheid genaamd Prime Biochar begin het. En hy produseer dan nou ook die gesogte produk van plaaslike indringerbos. In die video maak NBIG ons dan nou ook touwys oor hoe groot Namibië se indringerbos probleem is. Geniet vandag se episode.
Funding participate in the risk aspects that are related to the potato production is also
I'm going to talk about nurturing champions in crop farming, and I want to show you a picture or two that I took last year in February. This photo I took of a corn plant in Plaas Toe showing no deficiencies. It was growing on a little bit of sand and wind-blown sand, the dust on the tar road. Its roots was not bigger than 10 centimeters. And my question is, in my years of studying corn, this is not supposed to happen. My question is, what do we not know? We know a lot of stuff, but we certainly know not a lot about plants either. The second photo that I took was next to my trials in the Vroonskroon in the Free State. This corn plant was outside of the trials. Didn't receive any special treatment except a couple of Roundup that fell for the weed control, but this corn plant's got 6 years on it. Again, it shows no deficiencies, and we harvested that crop and it was excellent harvest. I think around about 11 tons if you compare it to the rest. So, what do we not know? And I think nature wants to show us how. I think we just need to listen better. We have a very good understanding of crop farming, and we need to combine that, what we know and what nature gives us, to be successful. I'm privileged to be on a panel of Great South Africa to select the top grape farmers of the year. And I came up with a selection of truths which I would like to share to you today, that were applicable for all of those top farmers in South Africa. And I divided it into 3 main categories. What does it take to be a champion crop farmer? What kind of knowledge do I need? And what kind of support do I need? So what does it take to be a farmer? You have to have financial discipline. That was number 1 with every one of them. Every day, financial discipline. You have to have persistence, especially in dry seasons. You don't do sudden moves. except when the neighbor's farm is in for grabs. You need to be simple in the execution of your work. And for that, you use the best technologies. And timely performance. And that's one of the keys. Don't wait for something to happen. If you need to plant, you need to plant. You don't wait or hesitate. So what kind of knowledge do I need? Knowledge is power, not information. Information you get on the internet, and knowledge you get from information that is tested. So one needs to have knowledge of all the factors involved in crop farming. And those factors, and some of the farmers that are sitting here received this lecture of mine already. It was the first lecture I gave to the Namibians. Factors like climate, you need to know something about climate and cultivation, nitrogen, diseases, crop protection, water, nutrients. You need to know something about genetics, plant population, plant density, crop rotation, growth regulators, and above all, you need to know how to manage them all, because every year is not the same. There's a saying, run fast, go alone. If you want to run fast, go alone. If you want to run far, go together. And you as a farmer need support. And you need the support from all the parties. On agronomic level, from your product suppliers, from your financial team, from the guys that's looking after your tractors, machinery, the technology that you use, mentors, your community, your family, your friends, and laborers. And above all, you need a partner, you need God. All of those are trusted business advisors that you're going to need if you want to become successful in farming. And that's the way that you bend the curve upwards. So, in conclusion, I would like just to mention a couple of things that also came out of those farmers. Let your passion for a certain crop drive you towards becoming successful. You need to believe in yourself. You need to strive to become the best by learning. Know that every year is going to be different. Build a relationship with the role players in the agribusiness. Acknowledge your mentors and listen to them. And most important for all, of all, is give back to your community. As a slot, I took this photo. It's got 8 cops. I'm just kidding. This is the way forward. The way that we are going to. We need to be able to produce corn like this for future, because the population of the world is growing very, very fast. Live today, but think about tomorrow. Move forward courageously in the midst of agri uncertainty. Realize today's best will not meet tomorrow's challenge. Thank you.
I'm Sakeus, the founder and owner of Prime Biochar. I grew up in the northern communal areas where we do a lot of livestock and cropland, but it was specifically my passion for crops that led me to coming up with Prime Biochar. Growing up as a child, I've noticed that over the years when we plowed, the birds no longer come. In the early days when the soils were still productive, healthy and alive, people would plow. The eagles, the crows, the birds will come and eat from the earthworms and all the microorganisms that have been unearthed from the soils. The farmers often do conventional tillage, which means they turn the soil over and over again exactly at the same depth, and we mostly plant the same crops year in, year out. And over time the soils become depleted, they become poorer, and that's why I came to say, can we restore it to the former glories that they were? If you put in biochar into the soil, it will hold the water and the fertilizer within that root zone of the crop, and that is what is needed for the crop to essentially produce a bountiful yield. I think currently nothing more excites me than biochar. One Christmas, and it was essentially during December, on Christmas Eve, and that was in 2011. I sat in bed and thought to myself, if only 1,000 people who went to bed hungry yesterday could essentially have a meal today on Christmas Eve, I would be much happy. And that is still a dream that I would like to see being brought forward, and that comes into terms of food security. So that is where my passion comes from. In the end, it's about food security for the country, but then the added bonus is also about putting carbon into the soil, locking it in, and essentially contributing to reducing carbon emissions into the soil. Biochar is an investment into the future.
One of life's fundamental truths is, no matter the set of circumstances, our choices define who we are and shape our legacies. Over the last century, our farming practices have upset the natural balance, which has in turn caused the spread and thickening of bush encroachment over 45 million hectares of Namibian land at the expense of plant and animal species, including ourselves. The Namibian Biomass Industry Group is an industry association linking people and companies together with the ultimate goal of turning our vast encroacher bush resource into a budding and thriving biomass industry, and in so doing, help restore Namibia's rangelands to a more productive state. The otherwise troublesome encroacher bush can be harvested and processed into a number of valuable products, including firewood, charcoal, wood chips for thermal and electrical energy generation, animal feed, and many more. This creates massive employment opportunities for Namibia, while simultaneously preserving the country's biodiversity. Our growing and diverse membership base includes both local and international-based organizations, farmers, SMEs, service and technology providers, researchers, and others, with a resulting membership network boasting limitless possibilities for Namibia's biomass industry. Our services include the provision of timely and relevant information, technical expertise, advisory services, analytical services, capacity development, and market development services. So make the informed choice and join us as a member of our industry group, and we'll assist you in realizing your potential in an exciting, emerging, and growing Namibian biomass industry. Check our website and follow our social media platforms for more information. We look forward to hearing from you.
Wat dan van dese week se veilings betref, op 29 November, vandag, bied Agri 'n veiling aan op Okakarara. Karoo Oes is op Otchinene, die NLA is op Goggas en Harugas en die WLA is met 'n kleinveeveiling op Riobot. Op 1 Desember, dis môre, bied Agri 'n veiling aan op Aranos, Blouberg op Otjiwarongo, die NLA op Keetmanshoop. Namboer is met 'n stoetveeveiling op Windhoek. WLA is dan nou ook in Windhoek met 'n groot veeveiling. Op 30 November is Agri op Grootfontein en Gobabis met veilings, die NLA op Leonardville en Namboer met 'n pleinveeveiling in Windhoek. Op 2 Desember is Agri op Mariental en Grootfontein, nou ja, Grootfontein sien dan 'n kleinveeveiling, Blouberg op Otawi, Karoo Oes op Gobabis en die NLA op Kalkrand. Dan nou die jongste vleispryse soos en met op die week van 28 November. Meatco het in Windhoek vir grade A tot en met B tussen 220 kg en 260 kg, 61 tot 63 Namibiese dollar per kilogram betaal. Op Okahanya het beefkor vir dieselfde grade tussen 55 Namibiese dollar en 60 Namibiese dollar per kilogram betaal. Meatco het in die noordelike kommunale gebied by Katima Mulilo tussen 30 dollar en 43 dollar 13 sent per kilogram vir die grade betaal. C-grade tussen 220 en 260 kg het Meatco in Windhoek dan nou 60 dollar tot 61 dollar per kilogram betaal. Nou ja, die pryse dan nou ook beter as verlede week, ook dalk vanweë die veeseisoen waarin ons nou ingaan. Beefkor het op Okahanya tussen 60 dollar en 61 Namibiese dollar per kilogram vir die C-grade betaal en Meatco in die kommunale gebied tussen 28 dollar en 41 dollar 13 sent per kilogram. Veilingpryse ietwat afwaarts, maar tog ook meestal sywaartse beweging. Tollies het dan nou gegaan vir gemiddeld 40 dollar 32 sent per kilogram, verse 38 dollar 14, stoorverse 32 dollar 12, slagosse 32 dollar 7 sent, slagverse 31 dollar 12 sent, koeie maar tot vet 23 dollar 86 sent per kilogram tot 31 dollar 92 sent per kilogram, slagbulle 29 dollar 17 sent per kilogram, koeie met kalwers 13.390 Namibiese dollar vir die koeie na kalf en dan nou slagskaapse pryse ook dieselfde tendense. Dorpers 36 dollar 24 sent per kilogram, vetsterte 37 dollar 13 sent per kilogram en bokke 1441 per bok. Daar is dan nou nie van dese week 'n landboudagboek nie. Dit blyk dat die landbougeleenthede vir die jaar eers verby is en waarskynlik dan nou eers weer volgende jaar sal hervat.
Agri Monitor is jou weeklikse landbouprogram wat jou die jongste nuus bring oor die landboubedrywighede, produkte, dienste en onderwerpe wat hiermee verband hou. Ons streef daarna om uit te reik na alle boere, landbou- en finansiële instellings, sowel as landbou-entoesiaste. Die program word op NTV en oneup2.com uitgesaai en word ook op Agri Monitor, Republikein en Namibië Media Holdings se platforms gedeel. Agri Monitor fokus op die nuusgesprek, Plaas Toe, dagbesoek, vleispryse en veilings. Vir enige advertensie of nuusverwante navraag, kontak agrimonitor@synergy.com.na. Kletskompas is 'n Afrikaanse kontinuïteitsprogram met Namibiese nuus en onderhoude. As jy jou handelsmerk of veldtog op hierdie platform wil vertoon, kontak klets@synergy.com.na.